Welcome to the HPLC Fix Guide. In this session, we'll go through fast, practical solutions to common HPLC issues, tailing, split peaks, and retention drift. Let's jump in and get your chromatograms back to peak performance. Why peaks fail? Bad peaks cost you time, money, and column life. Over 60% of troubleshooting calls come down to three main issues: tailing, splitting, and drift. This guide shows you exactly how to fix each one, fast. Your 40-step roadmap. Here's your complete roadmap for solving HPLC problems. Each section is a standalone mini-guide: cause, test, fix, and verify. Follow the order or jump straight to your symptom. Every step is designed to restore system performance quickly. The essential toolkit. Before troubleshooting, make sure your lab has these essentials ready: a syringe, solvents, guard column, pH strips, and a backflush union can fix most issues in under 10 minutes. With the right tools on hand, you'll cut downtime dramatically. Check the inlet frit. Peak tailing often starts at the inlet frit. A simple blockage can cause turbulent flow and ugly asymmetry. Replace or clean the frit. After just a few runs, you should see a sharp, symmetric peak again. Flush out an inlet void. A small void at the column inlet can destroy peak shape. Backflushing the column and repacking the first millimeters often restores smooth flow. Always retest with a neutral probe to confirm the tailing is gone. Adjust pH for basic analytes. Basic compounds tail because silanols on the column surface become active. Simply lower the pH about half a unit below the compound's pK. You'll see the tailing factor fall quickly, usually below 1.3. Add an ion pair reagent. Ionic analytes don't behave well in plain reversed phase systems. Adding a small amount of ion pair reagent balances charge interactions and improves symmetry. Always re-equilibrate thoroughly before your next injection. Lower sample load. Overloading the column creates that classic shark fin peak shape. Try diluting your sample or reducing injection volume. It's often that simple. When done right, your peak front disappears while signal intensity stays consistent. Raise column temperature. If your peaks tail due to poor mass transfer, temperature can help. Increasing column temperature by 10 degrees lowers viscosity and improves efficiency. The result: sharper peaks and asymmetry below 1.2. Swap to core shell. Switching to a core shell column is an instant performance upgrade. It improves efficiency and reduces band broadening without increasing back pressure too much. Expect faster runs, higher resolution, and much cleaner peaks. Replace the old guard. A dirty guard column is one of the easiest fixes in HPLC. If your peaks are tailing or losing resolution, replace the guard and flush it well. You'll often see your performance return to normal in just a few runs. Verify detector time constant. Sometimes it's not the chromatography, it's the detector. A slow detector response can make peaks look like they're tailing. Lower the RC time constant and you'll see the true, narrower peak shape. Check for metal contamination. Trace metals can grab onto basic analytes and ruin peak symmetry. Running your mobile phase through a chelating cartridge removes these hidden culprits. You'll notice immediate improvement, especially with nitrogen-containing compounds. Eliminate tubing dead volume. Extra tubing between your column and detector adds unwanted volume. This broadens peaks and creates artificial tailing. Keep your tubing as short and narrow as possible for crisp, accurate peaks. Studio microphone, slide 16. Condition a new column. New columns need a proper wake-up routine. Flushing with methanol, water, and then mobile phase activates the stationary phase surface. Take the time, you'll get consistent, reproducible results from the start. Use an end-capped phase. Older, uncapped C18 phases can cause serious tailing. Upgrading to a double end-capped column eliminates free silanols and improves performance. Always check the carbon load. More than 12% means better coverage. Verify buffer concentration. If your buffer is too weak, your pH control disappears, and peaks start to tail. Increase buffer strength to around 10 millimeters while keeping ionic strength below 50 millimeters. A stable buffer equals a stable, symmetrical peak. Check sample solvent strength. Injecting your sample in a stronger solvent than your mobile phase can distort the peaks instantly. Always match the sample solvent to the mobile phase within 20% difference. Proper focusing at the column head will restore beautiful symmetry. Clear inlet blockage. Split peaks are often a sign of partial blockage. Cleaning or sonication of the frit in nitric acid can fix this in minutes. Once reinstalled, your single sharp peak should return. Match sample solvent. A solvent mismatch is one of the top causes of split peaks. Always prepare samples in the exact mobile phase, pH, and all. When you do, the double peak collapses into one smooth, symmetrical peak. Repack an inlet void. If you see channeling at the column inlet, it's time to repack. Removing just a few millimeters of packing and replacing it with fresh silica can work wonders. After retesting, you should see consistent, unified peaks again. Check loop wash. Ghost peaks can sneak in from poor needle washing. Extend the wash time and use a stronger solvent. When a blank injection runs clean, you'll know you've fixed it. Reduce injection volume. Over-injecting can physically split your sample at the column head. Drop your injection to around 5 microliters for a standard 4.6 millimeters column. You'll get a cleaner, single peak without losing signal strength. Verify flow rate versus column ID. Every column ID has its ideal flow rate. Too high or too low creates turbulence that can split peaks. Stick to about 1 milliliter per minute for 4.6 millimeters ID and 0.4 milliliters per minute for 2.1 millimeters columns for best results. Replace the rotor seal. Leaky injector seals can mimic split or ghost peaks. Replacing the seal and flushing with blank runs cleans the path and restores proper injection. Afterward, your peaks should be clean, stable, and consistent. Check for coelution. Not all split peaks are artifacts. Sometimes, it's two compounds eluting too close together. Extend your gradient or tweak the temperature for better resolution. If that fails, switch stationary phases to separate them properly. Degas your mobile phase. Tiny air bubbles can wreak havoc on your baseline and cause signal spikes. Always degas your solvents before use. Helium sparging or an inline degasser both work great. Your detector will thank you with smooth, noise-free peaks. Verify the detector cell. A blocked flow cell can make even perfect chromatography look messy. Flush with warm methanol and, if possible, backflush gently. Once clear, your peaks will return to full symmetry. Check sampling rate. A low sampling rate in your data system can fake split peaks. Ensure you collect at least 20 data points per peak for accurate profiles. Once you increase the rate, those jagged peaks will smooth right out.